Hi kids, this is teacher Clarissa and I am your science teacher for today. Before we will have our review, let's read and spell vocabulary words. Condensation. C-O-N-D-E-N-S-A-T-I-O-N. Condensation. Evaporation. E-V-A-P-O-R-A-T-I-O-N. Evaporation. Reservoir. R-E-S-E-R-V-O-I-R. Reservoir. Agriculture. A-G-R-I-C-U-L-T-U-R-E. Agriculture. Pollution. P-O-L-L-U-T-I-O-N. Pollution. Reduce. R-E-D-U-C-E. Reduce. Industry. I-N-D-U-S-T-R-Y. Industry. Vapor. V-A-P-O-U-R. Vapor. Garbage. G-A-R-B-A-G-E. Garbage. Let's have a recap on our previous lessons. What was our topic last time? You're right, kids. It's all about water and air. We will focus first on the water cycle. But before we are going to review about the water cycle, please watch this video and sing along.
The water cycle takes the water and moves it up and down and all around the earth. The water cycle takes the water and moves it up and down and all around the earth. The water cycle takes the water and moves it up and down and all around the earth. The water cycle takes the water and moves it up and down and all around the earth. The water cycle takes the water and moves it up and down and all around the earth. The water cycle takes the water and moves it up and down and all around the earth.
Evaporation comes when the heat from the sun warms up all the groundwater, then it turns to water vapor. Condensation takes over, it goes up to the clouds. Water vapor cools down and it changes to a liquid now. Precipitation happens when the drops get big. It falls like rain, snow, sleet, and hail upon my head. I know it's the water cycle happening again. Evaporation, condensation, precipitation.
Water cycle. The continuous process by which water is circulated throughout the earth and the atmosphere through evaporation, condensation, and precipitation. But we will just focus on evaporation and condensation. Water is very important for plants, animals, and humans. It is also what we have the most of on Earth. About 70% of the Earth's surface is water. Please take a look at the picture on the screen. This is the diagram about the water cycle. What do you think is evaporation? And how about condensation? Can you define evaporation? Can you define condensation? Wow, correct! Evaporation means water can turn into steam or vapor when it is heated. Heat from the sun makes the water from the sea, lakes, and rivers evaporates into water vapor. Clouds are water vapor. They are very small drops of water in the air. Condensation. The vapor can turn back to water or ice when it is cooled. Good examples of condensation are rain and snow. Number 2. Evaporation versus condensation. The evaporation and condensation of water in the air happens all the time. Evaporation. Can you define evaporation? Good job, kids! Evaporation is turning liquid into a gas. Here are some situations how evaporation works. What can you see in the picture? Yes, there is a sand and a water in a paddle. The sun can heat water. The water goes into the air. It doesn't disappear. The water from a paddle evaporates into a gas. How about the second picture? What can you see? Yes, there are wet clothes hanging. The water from the wet clothes evaporates into the air when you dry them. How about the third picture? What can you see? Yes, the water is boiling. Water turns into steam, gas when it boils. What is condensation? Correct! Condensation is turning a gas back into liquid. Kindly look at the picture on your screen. What can you see and observe in the picture? Yes, there is a boy taking a bath in a bathtub. And what do you think is the temperature of the water he is using? Is it hot? Is it cold? Good job, kids! The boy uses hot water in taking a bath. So, hot water produces water vapor. Water vapor in the air cools and turns into water droplets. Turning from a gas into a liquid is called condensing. Number 3. Water source. What is a water source? Correct! A water source is where a large amount of water is found. It's also called a reservoir. Water sources store water from rainfall or snow for plants, animals, and humans to use. So there are 2 types of water sources. What are the 2 types of water sources? Who can answer? What are the 2 types of water sources? Good job, kids! They are natural water sources and man-made water sources. Natural water sources has 2 kinds of water sources. They are fresh water and salt water. Examples of fresh water are swamp, river, stream, lake, examples of salt water are sea, and ocean. Man-made water sources has only fresh water. Examples of fresh water are canal, well, and dam. Number 4. What do we use water for? We use water for home use, agriculture, and industry. Home use, cooking and drinking. Agriculture, fruits and vegetables. Animals. Industry, shipping and products. Number 6. How to save water. What you should do to save water. Number 1. You should turn off the tap while soaping. Number 2. You should keep the rivers clean. Number 3. You should take a bath using shower. And what you shouldn't do to save water. Number 1. You shouldn't waste water. Number 2. You shouldn't leave a tap turned on. Number 3. You shouldn't take a bath using bathtub. Taking a bath using bathtub uses more water. Because of these some factors to consider. The size of your tub. Larger tub will need more water. Number 7. Air around us. What you should do for the air. Kindly look at the picture on your screen. What does the picture show? Good job, kids! You should put rubbish in a dustbin. How about this picture? Correct! You should save the forest. How about this one? It's very easy. Yes, you should plant more trees. And what does the last picture show? Good job, kids! You should ride a bicycle. And we will proceed to what shouldn't do for the air. Who can answer? You're right! You shouldn't burn garbage. How about this picture? Very good, kids! You shouldn't use cars too much. Now, let's have a question and answer activity. Are you ready, kids? I think you're ready. So, let's get started. Part 1. Choose the letter of the correct answer. By the way, kids, you are going to answer the questions orally. It means you are not going to write it in your notebook. Number 1. How many % of the Earth's surface is water? Number 2. What is a type of water cycle wherein water can turn into steam or vapor when it is heated? Number 3. This is where a large amount of water is found. Number 4. When gas turns back into a liquid, it is called blank. Number 5. When liquid turns into a gas, it is called blank. Number 6. How to save water. Number 7. What causes air pollution? Number 8. The basic needs of humans, animals, and plants are blank. Number 9. What is an example of a natural water sources? Number 10. What is an example of a man-made water sources? Part 2. Answer true if the statement is correct and false if the statement is wrong. Number 1. Rain and snow are good examples of condensation. Number 2. Evaporation and condensation of water in air doesn't happen all the time. Number 3. About 90% of the Earth's surface is water. Number 4. Rice, trees, and plants needs water in order to survive. Number 5. Air and water are very important. Number 6. Evaporation and condensation make the water cycle work. Number 7. Clean air keep us healthy. Number 8. It is very difficult to save water. Number 9. We must save water. Number 10. Garbage burning is very bad to our health. Part 3. Match column A with the correct definition in column B. Number 1. Agriculture. Number 2. Healthy. Number 3. Reduce. Number 4. Garbage or rubbish. Number 5. Evaporation. Number 6. Condensation. Number 7. Vapor. Number 8. Industry. Number 9. Pollution. Part 4. Match the names of the water sources with the pictures. Choose the letter of the correct answer in the box. Number 1. Number 2. Number 3. Number 4. Number 5. Number 6. Number 7. Number 8. Part 5. Match the pictures with what you should or shouldn't do to save water. Choose your answer in the box. Number 1. You shouldn't waste water. Letter E. Number 2. You should turn off the tap while soaping. Letter A. Number 3. You should take a bath using shower. Letter B. Number 4. You shouldn't leave a tap turned on. Letter C. And number 5. You shouldn't take a bath using bathtub. Letter D. Part 6. Match the pictures with what you should or shouldn't do for the air. Choose your answer in the box. Number 1. You shouldn't use cars too much. Letter D. Number 2. You should plant more trees. Letter E. Number 3. You should put rubbish in a dustbin. Letter B. Number 4. You should ride a bicycle. Letter A. And number 5. You shouldn't burn garbage. Letter C. That's all for today, kids. I hope you learned something. Good luck, kids!